Round 1.
Barry and Madov, thank you all for watching. I appreciate you for being here. Marco, much love, guys.
Round 2.
I appreciate you all for watching. It means a lot to me. Much love, guys. Moxamed, Matt, TR, I appreciate you.
Round 3.
Foul Dude, Patrick, Alexander, I appreciate you all for watching. Much love, guys.
Round 4.
Alexander, Mr. California, Trepid, Strange One. I appreciate you all for watching. Much love, guys. I appreciate you all. Much love, guys.
Round 5.
Mr. California, Eddie, Trepid K, Ty, Camo. I appreciate you all. Much love, guys.
Round 6.
I appreciate you all for watching. Much love, guys.
Round 7.
I appreciate you all for watching. Zozo Yuta, the real Bando Clip, or Underground, Strange One. Much love, guys.
Round 8.
I appreciate you all for watching. Legendary Douse, Joshua, Abdiel, Do. Much love, guys.
Round 9.
Dana Black, Hector, Joshua, Trepid. I appreciate you all for watching. Much love, guys.
Round 10.
I appreciate you all for watching. It really means a lot to me. Much love, guys.
Round 11.
Much love, guys. I appreciate you all for watching.
Round 12.
Zozo Yuda, I appreciate you for watching. Mr. California, Ty Drew, Lord Williams. Much love, guys. Much love.
Round 13.
I appreciate you all for watching. Much love, guys.
Round 14.
I appreciate you all for watching. Much love, guys. Zozo Yuta, KO, Fierce Fights. Much love, guys.
Round 15. Final. I appreciate you all. Much love, guys. It means a lot to me. A gazelle punch. I just want to do this. That's a gazelle hook, but it usually start off with the gazelle jab. It's kind of like galloping or jumping into your punch, kind of like, or check hook. There's two different ways to do a check hook. There's the step out and then reset, right?
and then there's the pivot, kind of like so. It's easier to have something in front of you for the pivot, but it's kind of more of like a long range hook. You know, you want to check hook like that, or you can check hook like that. It depends on what style fighter you are. You know, some people like they'll block and check hook into a pivot. So, you know, they'll catch, hold the phone, hook, and then pivot with your hook almost all at the same time. So it'll be like, bah, bah, and that's a really good check hook to get you on the outside of your opponent. Or on the inside, I guess. Depends on how you want to throw that. And the other one is more like if you throw a 1-2, you can pull, and then with your pull, you can throw the hook on the outside. So, bah, 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 and get away from the punch at the same time. So they kind of, you know, the styles go with two different types of defense. Yeah, the is a great combo. You can really get a lot of people with. Or if you is a really nice one. Keep stepping on these weights right here, my bad. 0-3 and 1 tie. I have 0 wins in StreetBeefs. Yes, Floyd Mayweather did do it to Ricky Hatton, and he even almost did it with like uppercuts. Boom! And Floyd Mayweather was probably one of the best at mixing his combos with his footwork. Really, you know, he'd boom, and then pull like really good, and then he'd really good. He was just very good at one, creating angles and maneuvering his feet to get away from opponents. No, I can fight. I can fight a lot better than most people in the world. I just don't win. It has nothing to do with whether I can or can't fight. You can go watch my fights. I've never been knocked out. I've been dropped once by the champion. Wing C, he's pretty good. Yeah, I really don't need any online coaching though. I appreciate the support and the tips, but it's not needed. Wingsy's a really good fighter. I appreciate Wingsy for everything he does for StreetBeefs in the sport. I think people undervalue how good of a fighter Wingsy actually is. None of you would even come close to getting in the ring and doing what Wingsy could do. There's a few really, really, really good fighters in StreetBeefs, Wingsy being one of them. My favorite combo or technique, whatever's necessary. You know, I throw a lot of long punches, straight punches. Keeps me safe, keeps me in a comfortable range for me. Not a lot of people are good at throwing long range punches, and I got a lot of stamina to keep up with it for myself. So that's kind of where you know, it's kind of where I reign supreme in my fights is when I find the proper distance, and I don't lose that. But you know, with every distance that you find in boxing, there's like millimeters, centimeters, inches, feet that count for every little bit of energy. You know, like my last fight in StreetBeefs, I lost because I got cut in the eye, in like the last 30 seconds of the last round, and it was really unfortunate. And I don't have anybody in my corner except my girlfriend, so there was nobody that could like patch my eye up. Um, and I didn't have insurance, so I wasn't gonna let it get worse and go to the hospital. But as you can see, I got the nice scar right there. It was a good punch that cracked my head, and that's just what happens when you don't keep your hands up good enough. It didn't knock me down or knock me out or anything, but it definitely cut my face open. I learned my lesson, definitely. But um, I fought an older guy. He was a little bit bigger than me. He had more experience against I'm gonna say a little bit better competition as well. He fought some really um talented folks in the yard. So um he just got the upper hand on me. But I do think that when I found my range and I was lighting off my combos, I was doing an amazing job against him. And I feel like that in all my fights. But the only fight that I've really been really pushed around and beat in was my second fight against Earthling 7, who himself is also a pretty great fighter. But he gave me some work. And he was probably the highest level of competition that I've faced so far in the ring. He broke my rib right there in like the first maybe 40 seconds of the first round, and I finished the whole fight with him. I didn't give up. To me, fighting's not about winning or losing. This is the sport that I love. This is what makes me happy. You know, do what makes you happy and be happy doing it is the philosophy that I live by, and here I am to this day, and I still want to compete and I still want to fight, regardless of my losses. I don't hold those against myself because it's just experience. It's just street beefs, and I fought a lot of talented people in street beefs, so um, everything just works in its own way, and I've definitely grown a lot. I've learned a lot. I've trained a lot, studied a lot, sparred a lot. I've been running, I've been lifting, I've been getting coaching, I've been going to the gym, I've been meeting new people, sparring new people. There's all these things that I'm doing proper to make sure that I'm going about my lifestyle and following my dream, and committing to this because this is who I am and this is what I love. How do you get into street beefs? Dylan, there's a few street beefs Facebook profiles that are groups that you can join. I'm actually a moderator of one of the groups, and you introduce yourself, post some training footage, sign up for the next event, and hopefully you're picked in the fighters picks. And if you hear them call out your name, you can show up to the event and fight. I think that he looks like a runner because he didn't Floyd Mayweather did an amazing job at avoiding um, going toe to toe with people with his footwork, and that's kind of what makes it look like he's running. But Muhammad Ali kind of did the same thing, just in a different style and with a little more offensive detail. But it also risked Muhammad Ali and his perfect record. You know what I mean? So, like Muhammad Ali's first loss was to Joe Frazier, if I remember correctly, and Joe Frazier broke his chin in their first fight, broke his jaw with a gazelle hook, and it's because Ali, didn't follow necessarily the proper defensive techniques that boxers should discipline themselves with. Not taking anything away from Muhammad Ali, he was an amazing fighter, and I think that makes him even more so because he broke all the rules of fighting, per se. Like, he made boxing his own sport in the sense that he revolutionized the style um, by developing his own techniques from people he was inspired by. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to look me up. Just look up Josh Jones, Street Beefs, West Coast. Yeah. You know what? I want to say that even like Jack Dempsey kind of popularized gazelle punches, and yeah, Rocky Marciano really put a face to it. But the way that the Dempsey roll initially was started was kind of like a switch hitting technique where you shift and punch at the same time. And in a sense, when you're moving forward, it is almost kind of like you're gazelle hooking, but I mean it's sloppy old school pugilist techniques that developed this, and over time, we gave it more names, and added more detail and more technique. I think the best ever gazelle puncher was Joe Frazier. But when I think of gazelle punches and gazelle hooks, I feel like because Rocky Marciano revolutionized it and made it so popular, he's like the face that I put to it. You know what I mean? Much love, guys. I'm gonna hop off here. I really, really, really appreciate you all for watching. It means a lot to me. I've been taking a different approach to this YouTube thing. Been taking a little bit less personally. This is just business. This is the personal part about it is all right there. The blood, sweat, and tears that I put in on the bag and with my hands. So, uh, I don't want to like offend anybody when I say that I really don't need any tips or advice or online coaching from people that I really don't know, people that are pretty much unreliable with their resource and their information. Everybody can tell me the same thing, but saying it is a lot easier than doing it. I can come back to the phone every time and be like, yeah, 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 I'm listening, and then go back and none of it translate. What you see me doing is what I feel is necessary for me to do at the time. There's no cheat code for boxing. There's no perfect technique. There's no one size fits all. There is no way. There is no perfect, flawless example that someone should portray when they're boxing. It's fighting. It's a messy, dirty, nasty sport sometimes, and not everything that looks good is going to be necessary or tactical in the ring. So, um, my main thing is I know what my weaknesses are and I know what my strengths are. So I try to work on what I need to work on. But at the same time, I still need to get a healthy exercise. I can't be in my head too much about it. I can't be too busy thinking about what I'm going to do and not busy enough doing it, if you understand what I'm saying. So if I'm throwing punches that look sloppy, if I'm moving my feet, but I'm just bouncing in the same place and I'm not moving my head, or I'm just moving my head, but I don't have my hands up, or I just have my hands up and I'm not moving my head. In my eyes, in my brain, there's always something that can be improved upon. Whether it's finding angles, whether it's staying on my toes, whether it's being balanced, whether it's twisting my hips, whether it's engaging my core, whether it's picking up my elbow in the hook or keeping my elbow tight with the uppercut, or you know, should I dip this way with the jab or should I dip this way with the jab? Everything is situational, really, when it comes to fighting, when it comes to boxing. Nothing is absolute. And I take that to the fullest. I want to recognize my strengths and my weaknesses, because viewing the fullest picture of myself involves recognizing every detail. And that goes along with what you guys say too. So recognizing when you guys think that I'm not that good, or when you guys think that I'm slow, or that I need to move my feet more, or that I need to move my head more. Yeah, you might be right. But what's to say that there's not a purpose to me doing that? What's to say that there's not reasoning, behind my actions? Not everything has to be um liked. Not everything has to be perfect. I might not be the best fighter. I might not be good at this sport at all. And that's dangerous. And that's unfortunate for me. But that only harms me and my loved ones, I guess, if it affects them personally. But they understand the sacrifice that I take committing to this sport. So, fuck, dude. If I'm going to get beat up, if I'm going to get hurt, that's my own fault. And I'm completely accountable. I'm completely responsible. And I don't really care at the same time. It's, part of boxing, it's part of fighting that I'm not going to be safe, and then I'm not going to be comfortable, and then I'm not going to enjoy every second of it as it's happening. But in the grand scheme of things, I do feel comfortable in this sport. The sport, training, fighting, competing makes me happy. I value it a lot, and I feel a deep connection to this sport that is a bit hard to explain. Uh, and since I'm so drawn to it, and I'm so uh, deeply rooted in with this, as long as I've been in the sport, I'm never going to give up, and I'm never going to go back. I'm never going to, you know, regret my decisions of becoming who I am, because um, I'm just learning more about myself every day, and I'm learning how to be healthy, be happy, be wise, and be strong. So, much love, guys. Much love, much love, much love. I hope you all have a great night. I really appreciate you all for watching. It means a lot to me. Um, I'm going to be logging off here for the rest of the night, and I will see you guys again tomorrow.